Holy shit, I'm back! Who saw that coming? Not even me. Anyway, let's not get all into the details, but I'm back. And I'm back with Bloodborne. So yes, as I ran a poll on my channel about a couple months ago, asking what they want me to cover yet next, and apparently the top contender was retro reviews on Bloodborne. Now, I will not be covering any weapons per se in this video, it's more of an introduction. Why? Bloodborne is still only available on the PS4, specifically. So that means, of the whole Souls community, roughly only, I could say, probably 30-40% of them have only played Bloodborne. So there are many who probably left out who are probably still curious. So this will be a video to help catch them up to all the basic mechanics. Now, Bloodborne behaves a lot like Dark Souls. That's the idea. You got your axe. Nice and heavy, and a good chopping motion. I'm not really reviewing this weapon, just a basic demonstration. So you see, basic attacks, heavy, light, and so on and so forth. But there's something different. There's something very different. Now, all the weapons in Bloodborne are dynamic. They're called trick weapons. Behold, the axe is now a halberd. You do that right in the heat of battle. You can change your weapon from one type to another. Most times when you do change it, it turns to a two-handed weapon, sometimes it doesn't. That has all the advantages and disadvantages of that weapon set. So yeah, it's very handy. And in the middle of battle you said, okay, I don't want my halberd. You can switch mid-battle in an instant, and suddenly you're back to one-handed. So every weapon's kind of like two weapons in one. Now, more details about combat. You can take my very low, dull person here, and you can see he hit me, but my health bar turned to orange, and now it's gone. There's a specific reason for that. Now, this guy can just hit me again instead of, be stupid. I'll show you that actually has a purpose. When he hits me, yes, and I get hit again, it goes down. But when I hit him, my health is returning to me. It's a chance to get my health back. This kind of lays up for more aggressive playstyles in Bloodborne. The action is a lot more fast-paced. Now, as there are many weapons, many melee weapons, there's not only just melee weapons, there's actually more than that, there's guns. So I'll be reviewing both, and more. So there's a good handful of guns. Now you're probably thinking, wow, look at all those guns. But wait, there's shields. Yes, there are two shields in the game. Are they good? No, this is not Dark Souls, and this is one good parable to show you that this is not Dark Souls. These shields are not really great. Observe. Yeah, it took most of my stamina and he still hurt me. This is a very low level enemy. This is like the first enemies you'll encounter. Mind you, I'm on the second playthrough, but still. So yeah, that shield no good. The wooden shield? Do you really think this is going to stop him? No. The shields do not a whole lot. I will review them, but they'll be short reviews, and I'll review them both together. But yes, it's not Dark Souls. You gotta rely on dodging and parrying your enemy. So yes. But you're probably thinking, but you have guns. Guns can hurt people a lot, and at a distance, kind of like bows and arrows. And you're right about that, but like bow and arrow, they're fundamentally weaker. Now, I only have 20 shots. That's your limit. Well, there's small ways to increase it, but not by a huge amount. So, going around shooting everyone's not exactly feasible. But guns do have a purpose. You can stagger your opponents at the right moment to cause a parry, or a ricochet as they call in Bloodborne. But still just a parry, for massive damage. But there's also the problem of only 20 bullets. And what happens when you run out of bullets? Well, you can't fire your gun, but there is a solution. You push up on the directional pad, and you create blood bullets. Don't ask me how, that's a mystery. But now you can fire your gun again. That's good. That means you have infinite bullets at the cost of your own health. So yes, you can only store up to 5 blood bullets, no more. So it's a little bit of a boost, and you can't use it again to restore your health. Alright, that's all the basics. Let's go on to the stats kind of idea. You can see all the weapons. I got in the middle screen, you got my very physical stacks, blood attack, arcane attack, fire, bolt attack, all stuff you can understand. The quicksilver bullets is ammunition, durability, then special attack, which affects various enemy types and how much. You got tribute bonus and tribute requirements, we know this. Then the right side is my various stats. You got my level, which is 117. It will continue to increase, I'll just increase my vitality. Now, don't worry too much about insight. It's more or less a currency and effect on the game itself, not so much combat-wise. Well, it does, just makes me weaker the more of it I have. I'm not going to explain too much of that. Anyway, you can see my strength, skill, blood tinge, and arcane all affect weapons, and they're all at 45. This is an incredibly high number for for this game. Because in the first playthrough I barely had 25 in almost all of these, or some of them not at all. Now, some ground rules of how far I'll take these weapons. Now, every weapon is a trick weapon, so it's 2 reviews per weapon, so that's roughly coming out to a 15-minute plus per video. Which is a bit long, but I'll still make it regardless. And for upgrading, as much as it pains me to say, I'm only taking it to level 7 for upgrading. Getting the blood rocks, or blood chunks I mean, is quite very time consuming. Even all my time absence and grinding of plenty of hours, I barely have enough blood chunks to do 1/4 of the weapons. So, only to level 7 will be the rule. Any further, and I would be wasting a colossal amount of time just trying to grab just blood chunks after blood chunks. It just takes far too much time for me to grab for anything feasible for review. Alright, that covers pretty much the basics that you'll need to know. There will be more, but I'll explain as I go forward. Now, schedule-wise, don't expect this every day, or every second day. I do have other things going on at the moment, and I'll get them out as soon as I can, but there should be at the very least, probably 2 videos a week, maybe 1. And there'll be also one Warframe one, so I'm not just doing Bloodborne. And I'll be resuming my other ones as well. It's good to be back, but I'm going to need to get back in my rhythm. But also, I will say here, I'm not always going to be 100% right. I am not the best person on Bloodborne. I'm better at Dark Souls than I am at Bloodborne by a large margin. Very large. But in terms of skill-wise, I believe that my input is still valuable in some sense. Lore-wise and environment-wise, I'm Dark Souls 100%. But Bloodborne is an acceptable change. Now, I will be wrong sometimes. I will be wrong. Sometimes I'll forget a detail. But these are very about minuscule details. Maybe sometimes I'll forget about to mention a parry or somewhere. It happens. It happens. I make mistakes. But anyway, I don't have an end card at the moment, but I will have an end card in the following few days. Maybe the next video that's already posted. But anyway, take care and see you then.